Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. Today we have Derek Schenck. Derek, how are you today?
Good. Hey, my friend.
Oh man, I'm doing awesome. So glad we could connect here. And so if you could share with our viewers, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, I was born at a very young age, and no, I stole that joke from somebody. So no, I lived in Boise, Idaho, pretty much my whole life, except for when I moved to Seattle to run a real estate brokerage there. Um, Before real estate, I was in the printing industry, so I know a little bit about marketing. My wife and I, holy cow. February 12th is going to be our 30 30. I should know it faster than that. Our 33rd anniversary of our first date.
Oh, wow.
And we met at a Mexican. We both worked at a Mexican restaurant. She was a waitress. I was a busboy, right? So I've been with my wife. This year will be 30 years being married to her, and been in Boise, Idaho pretty much her whole life. We have a daughter, Cheyenne, who's just incredible and awesome. She had a dream of working for Disney, and she just came back from working at Disney World and fulfilled her dream, and she's back now. So we're back here in her hometown, all of us all back together. So I mean, that's kind of how everything started.
Man, that's awesome. Well, you sound busy. What do you do with your spare time when you have it? What do you do for fun?
Let's see. Right now, normally we like hiking. We like the mountains. We have an RV. We like hiking. We like mountains. Right now, it's snowshoeing. I never thought I'd like snowshoeing because I don't like the cold. But that's how you get out in the winter and you get to see a lot more. So right now, it's a lot of snowshoeing. We're foodies. We'll try anything new, and we'll go out and try anything new. And then, we watch the Food Network like everybody else. And when we're here, we'll try new stuff here at home. So she tries new stuff during the week. I try new stuff during the weekend. So we're foodies and hikers and campers. And I'm big into fishing. Sometimes it's just casting, but I like fishing too.
Man, that sounds great. I love it. I'm a foodie as well, and I love to barbecue. So, well, that's awesome. Now, let's hear a little bit about your real estate story. What inspired you to get into real estate in the first place?
You want the truth?
Yeah, 100%. Let's go.
I got into real estate because it looked easy. I got into real estate because it looked like, the real estate agents, they work till noon and play golf all afternoon and make a lot of money. So I got into real estate originally because I thought it was easy. I mean, I got licensed back in 2005. So, that's 18 years now in this business. And, I went through the last shift, 08, 09, 10. I mean, I was in real estate. My wife was in the title business. So those were some rough years. So we got through those, but I thought it was going to be easy. I learned my lesson really, really quick. But it was all about making an impact on people in printing. So I was in printing for 15 years. I was in the printing industry 15 years. I owned my own printing company. And it was nice to have a project and finish it by the end of the day, but it wasn't that rewarding. But to have an impact on some people's biggest purchases of their lives, that was more impactful. And that's what got me. We had tough times. That's what got me through the tough times was, being that person to help people during some of the, their biggest decisions of their lives.
Absolutely. And then what different companies have you worked with? And also, let's talk about your leadership roles.
Yeah. So let's see. I started in 05. It was with an independent company in the Boise, Idaho area. It's probably one of the largest independent companies at that time. I was there for a number of years. Then someone from that company left, and they started their own independent little indie company, and they would be kind of the owner, and I was a team leader. So within 3-4 years, I kind of became the team leader of a brokerage before we had the team leader role. And I was managing and leading agents. It was like an 80-man brokerage. And then in 2011, I joined Keller Williams in 2011. I joined them as a productivity coach and a backup broker. Great company, great support. And during that time, I was a productivity coach. While I was there, I got certified as a John Maxwell speaker, trainer, and coach. Then I started teaching John Maxwell courses around the region. I got the business planning clinic CE certified. I was teaching the business planning clinic statewide to all different brands and brokerages. Started doing my own coaching. And then, I had an opportunity to become a team leader for KW outside of Seattle, a town called Bothell, Washington, leading a brokerage of about 200 people. And then I had an incredible opportunity to become a Bold coach. I went through Bold 7 times as a student. It really impacted me as an individual and as a real estate agent. And I said, I'm doing that someday, and I got to make that dream come true. So I was a team leader. I got to be a Bold coach, traveling the country, even internationally, up in Canada, and I did that for like 4 years. So, and then, during that time in Seattle, I also got certified as an NLP practitioner. So, coaching, speaking is not a hobby. I've been doing this for, over a decade now. It's a big passion of mine to just to pour into people. You go from survival to success to significance, and I'm a servant leader now, and I'm here to pour into people. And I had a great opportunity to help guide and lead a lot of people in that other organization.
Well, that's awesome. And that's one thing that I've always loved about you is you're pouring into others and you're serving others. And with your resume, that's just amazing. It only makes sense. And so, Derek, I mean, you've been a keynote speaker and success coach, former MAPS and Bold coach, brokerage team leader, 13,000 hours of coaching to top agents and teams across the country. You could have joined any real estate brokerage. What inspired you to join eXp Realty?
I think I had a very unique situation. So, I was coaching, live, traveling live until, COVID hit. And then my world stopped, right? My world stopped. And then I just really leaned into virtual coaching, Zoom coaching. And I was coaching agents of all brands, all brokerages. I said, I'm neutral, I'm non-denominational, and I'm coaching any agent of any brokerage, because I don't push or promote anything, and no judgment. I just was very, very neutral, coaching agents of all brands and brokerages. And anywhere from, I coached people anywhere from being brand new rookies and coached them to be rookie of the years, to 20-man teams, to builder teams, franchises, cloud, brick and mortars, cloud brokerages, independents, the whole 9 yards. And I got to coach people, and they were just being open and honest. Like, I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with this. Man, I made a move, and it was the best move I ever made. This is really good. They support me. They're not supporting me. So, if you go meet with someone who's trying to, let's be honest, you're going to meet with someone who's trying to recruit you. They're going to give you the highlight reel. But in coaching all these people on a very neutral level, I was getting true and honest feedback. And I got to see behind the curtain of what works and doesn't work. Now, is anybody perfect? No, they're not. But just, for me, I was in a point where I needed to change. I needed to change. And I started looking around, and I was doing research. I mean, I did 3 months of research where my wife was like, "What are you still on the computer?" Yeah, I'm researching. There's got to be a red flag with this company somewhere. And I got to see very neutral, non-judgment of what people are getting and not getting. And just over and over again, my clients that worked with EXP, they loved the technology. They loved the organization they were with. They loved the support. They loved the revenue share. And ultimately, they were the happiest out of the people I was working with. I can make money here. I can make money there. But who's happy? Who's getting support? And that's what I'm looking for. Is I want to be happy. I've paid my dues. I want to be happy. I want the support. And I know that it's all who you surround yourself with. So it's not just, this company, the team, the organization, the group of people that I've teamed up with just really matters. And I mean, I think I got to see behind the curtain more than most people on a very neutral level, and I'm very confident in my decision because I got to see behind the curtain what's really going on.
Well, we're honored to partner with you. And, you have the 5 ingredients of a great leader. You're vulnerable and coachable. You're a lifelong learner. You're very intentional about mindset. Uh, and you're okay with being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And you're very purposeful of who you spend your time with. So, can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I think, for the last 12 years, I've had 1 to 2 coaches at all times for the last 12 years. And I've been uncomfortable the whole time. Right. And so I just believe you got to know what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you got to double down on your strengths, but you got to be willing to go outside your comfort zone. And you got to be vulnerable. Don't put up these walls and pretend to be all that, which a lot of people do nowadays. Just be vulnerable, be open, and you got to be coachable. And yeah, I'm a coach and I believe in coaching. And
Yeah.
I'm in a different place now. My family's in a different place. I've had opportunities because I was vulnerable and coachable. And then you just got to be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? I remember like the first time I spoke, and there was maybe 50 people there. We got reviews back, and 40 people said you're awesome, and 5 said you're good, and 5 trashed me, absolutely trashed me, right? And you go to bed thinking about what? The 5 that trashed you. And I accepted, you know what? I have a passion for this. There's gonna be people out there, the people are gonna trash me, and I'm okay with that. So you got to be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. You got to be vulnerable and just know what your central purpose is and your passion. And then the people you surround yourself with. I think in the last couple of years, with COVID and people are working at home and stuff, a lot of times people are getting in their own box. We gotta open that back up again. And
Absolutely.
who you surround yourself with. And it's not, who are you watching on social media? It's who you connecting with. Who are you connecting with? Who really inspires you? Who gives you energy? And so the people you surround yourself with, be vulnerable and coachable, and just, you know what, if here's your comfort zone. If you're going uphill, it's going to be comfortable. And if you're sliding downhill, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable no matter what. That's the hidden secret. You're going to be uncomfortable. So you choose your uncomfortable, choose your hard. It's going to be hard growing or hard failing. So choose your hard, and there's a lot more potential moving forward. So yeah, I agree with you on those 5 points.
Well, 2 of my great mentors, Jim Rohn, of course, he says you're the sum total of the 5 people you spend most time with. Can't say it any better than that. And then also John Maxwell, he says you are everything you want and need in life is just beyond your comfort zone. So what you said rings true with that. And so I heard a rumor that you may have a couple of openings in your coaching calendar. So if anyone wants to get a hold of you, if they have any questions, what's the best way?
Yeah, no, yeah, thank you for mentioning that. So, like I said, who you coach with matters. I've been doing this over a decade, over 13,000 hours, right? So, no matter where you're at, I've probably seen it. So, you can reach me at the phone number there. There's my email. But another opportunity is if you go to timewithcoachderek.com, it goes to my calendar. I have a bunch of free 30-minute coaching sessions. If you just, if I can help you with something, or you want to find out more what coaching looks like, so it's timewithcoachderek.com. And, just over a decade of coaching and all the certifications as a success coach. I'm proud to be a success coach as well. And go there. I'm willing to help you in any way I can.
Man, that's awesome. Well, thanks for jumping on here, Derek. I appreciate everything. And if any of you have any questions, please feel free, reach out to Derek or myself, and we'd love to serve. Thanks so much and have a great day.
Take care, my friend.
See ya.
See ya.